Hello, Barmy Badger Army. Welcome to another show. If you're new to the show, this is an entertainment channel where we create vlogs, we create films, we create shorts, and we do streams from time to time too, and live chats. And of course, the odd short joke or two. Welcome to today's X-Men review, part 8. Wow, this one is an absolute banger you would not believe. There's so much to unpack. It is painful. Now, there's a few cameos here that aren't just from Morph, which is fantastic. And we get some really good, interesting Wolverine scenes, along with, of course, some other really cool stuff from Nightcrawler. And you guys have obviously seen from the previous episode where they introduced the human aspect of it, and we get the Sentinels, and we get human Sentinels as well, and we find out Bastion's origin. Oh my goodness me, there is so much to unpack here. There is a world of spoilers here, which I'm trying not to give out, but the cameos are chef's kiss. We get Omega Red, we get Silver Samurai, we get Doctor Doom, we get a mysterious female figure. Seriously, it's all shaded out. I don't know who it is. If you guys know in the comments, let me know. We get some other guys as well, which names escapes me. And of course, we get Spider-Man, as teased in the very, very first episode. We get Spider-Man, and I must say to you that the 97 drawing and the 97 costume and the way the effects and the colours and of course the movement and the eyes are slightly muted is fantastic, and it really fits in with that universe. And I really enjoyed that. And I think if they use that Spider-Man costume and look for the new series, if we ever get a 90s one, I'll be so pleased. I really cannot wait to see if we get a Spider-Man series off the back of X-Men 97, because it's fantastic. Now, obviously, Magneto's back. We find out that Magneto's alive in the previous episode. We find out, of course, that Charles Xavier is also once alive and technically the king of an alien race now, or at least the prince. And it's like, whoa! How many different things can happen? Storm's a mutant again. Forge is back. We get more Cable action. Cable. We get Cable. We get, of course, Cyclops and Jean Grey teaming up to fight the evil Sentinel human hybrids. And, it's insane. Nightcrawler finally gets some weapons. He gets some cutlasses. So he gets 3 cutlasses, one for each hand and a tail. And we get a really great fight scene with him and Wolverine interacting, defeating the Sentinels. And my goodness me, is that fantastic. And we get Wolverine mirroring Scott's jump down from the Blackbird, but this time, of course, he's thrown in the air, and we get an insane cannonball special, not from a friend though. And he literally slices and dices his way back down to ground. Now that was so epic. It was untrue. I really loved it. And we finally got a nice Wolverine fight scene. If I'm correct, that's the proper first Wolverine fight scene in the whole series. They made us wait 8 episodes for a Wolverine fight scene. All he was doing before was getting very grumpy about the fact that Jean was ignoring him, and of course, and all this sort of thing. And I'm like, come on, man, come on, let's see you shank up some guys. No, so that was really great. We got to see Wolverine in action. That was fantastic. Spider-Man in action, which I must admit was great. And of course, I didn't mention the fact that the webbing when he did the webs was fantastic as well. And Bastion talking to these evil guys, especially Doctor Doom, that means that the original Fantastic 4 cartoon from that time is also canon with several others. So this is a thing, isn't it? So Spider-Man's canon in that universe, the 90s Spider-Man one, and then that obviously means that the Fantastic Four is canon in that universe as well, which is an interesting thought because those were proper old school, and maybe perhaps even the 90s Iron Man, and of course Captain America, as we know, was in it the other week with a face-off against Rogue. So these are very interesting points that are going to hopefully be addressed soon, and hopefully we can do some fan theories about them in the comments. But yes, overall this was a fantastic episode. I don't want to spoil everything because I don't think that'd be unfair, but I really enjoyed this episode. I thought the action was on point. There was a good bit of storyline build up because obviously this is the first in a 3-parter. So the first 10 to 15 minutes was quite slow, and then the last 15 minutes was action, excitement, and wow, we got it. And of course, yes, animation was great, voice acting was as usual on point. We got some Jubilee and everything action as well, where they were discussing that storyline, where her friend's rich mother is one of these ones where it's sort of like is a mutant sort of lover, but also not. And then they were doing a Genosha fundraiser gala, but also, you know, it was like they felt that they had to. And it's one of these things where, of course, when Jubilee gets taken off with her new friend to the concentration camp, as it were, then, you know, the mum just goes, go on, go. But luckily that gets resolved. Magneto! Oh my god, Magneto is back. He's been let out of his prison and all hell breaks loose, I must ask you. Because Charles and Magneto arrived back on Earth at the exact right time. But of course, Magneto, fed up with all what happened to Genosha, fed up with what happened before, he tried to be good, it didn't work. Now he's going to class and do all-out war on the human race and, of course, other mutants. And I think that is going to be an absolutely insane thing to see. I cannot wait. There's so much to unpack. And, of course, Mr. Sinister is up to mischief as well. I think, personally, Mr. Sinister is going to... he's going to double-cross Bastion 100%. There's something going to happen there where he's going to double-cross Bastion and it's going to be revealed that Sinister has got his own end game. And I'm so looking forward to this. I cannot wait. And of course, we now realise that Bastion is the sort of person that would even let his own mother be possessed by a sentinel. So this is the sort of villain we're dealing with. It was an absolute banger of an episode. Absolute banger. Spider-Man, everyone. We got some great cameos. Of course, Morph transformed into the Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, mate, which was fantastic to see as well. And I would give this episode, because we got a good dollop of storyline and we got some fantastic action, I give it a good old solid 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts if you enjoyed it. I thought it was another banger. It was a bit slow to begin with, but like I said, first in a 3-part to end the season. What am I going to do without this show? I've really loved it. Every single episode for the past few weeks have been absolute bangers. I don't know what I'm going to do without this show because I'm even more invested in it than He-Man, Castlevania, and anything else that I've watched recently that was a new adaptation of an old school thing. The new He-Man was alright. Kevin Smith doesn't always hit the bite thing. But, and of course, I didn't really enjoy the new Castlevania Nocturne. I didn't really feel like it was as good as the previous ones. And, you know, and the new cast didn't really gel with me. I preferred the old one. But yeah, I really love X-Men 97, MCU. I don't care about Deadpool. The MCU is saved by X-Men 97. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This was another banger. I'll see you next time. Bye! And don't forget, if you donate £5, you will be sent a pair of cool socks with my face on. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!